Welcome back. Today is day 4. Yesterday's video kind of ended on us trolling and then a massive storm, even bigger than day 2's storm. So the last 2 nights we've stayed in motels to get out of the weather. Just like that though, the storm rolled through and now we have a beautiful day in Michigan. No clouds, all sun. We're going to try and sight fish smallmouth. We're going to try and, supposedly, there's giant carp here that we can go catch up shallow. And then maybe my big hopes and dreams of catching my own screamer salmon. It just seems like it's fading away. We've trolled for hours. We haven't hooked anything big. We ate the first one on day 1. That was cool. But just since then, it's been slow. So maybe once we get back down towards the Michigan side, or down towards we're in Michigan, down towards like the southern Michigan side where there's some more trolling people, maybe we can link up with them. But moral of the story is, we're on the water. We're feeling good. It's 7:30 a.m. We missed the sunrise bite, but that's okay. This is when you want to be out here. The water's warming up, and this is Beaver Island. We got to explore a little bit last night too, just kind of some local restaurants while it was raining out. Didn't show much of that, just because we wanted to kind of take a break from filming. So that's the gist. That's the plan. Today's day 4, circumnavigating Lake Michigan. Let's do it. Breakfast was spot on. Exactly what we needed. Hey Alex, you gonna catch any fish on this trip? Today's the day. Today's the day. We're done with the salmon. We're done with the trolling. We're done with all of that. We're going after quite possibly my favorite species in the history of the world. Smallmouth bass. Bass. Brown bass. Big, succulent, big bass. The drag and drop, the Ned, they're gonna come out to play today. It's so nice out. It's so nice out. It's absolutely gorgeous. We have spotted the first brown bass. We're just cruising kind of up shallow, looking, seeing if we can't find these fish with our eyes before we even cast. It's just such a, there's so much water out here. Where would these fish be? And that's kind of my starting point, was to go look for them. I don't know. Could they be shallow? Could they be deep? We're going to find out here. We're throwing the rattling Ned. Also, big carp supposedly eat anything out here, so kind of rolled up on that guy kind of quick. Oh! What happened? We still chasing it. Oh, no. No. He's got it. Oh my gosh, this is going to be the sickest video ever. Big fish. Sight fishing. Smallmouth. Clear water. How's the strike? Okay. Oh my gosh, what is the big fish? What is this? Is this not the smallmouth? It feels so big. Well guys, welcome to Beaver Island. Welcome to the first fish. We have just been cruising the shallows. Oh yeah. Looking for fish. This makes me seem like it's just going to be ridiculous because we were able to sight fish that fish. We spooked him with the boat, and then I threw back on him, and he ate it. Oh my gosh, yes! Come here! Wow. That fish we saw earlier was like a 5-pounder, because this I thought was a 2-pounder. Can I land him? I have really light line on. I have 6 pounds, so I don't want to break this fish off. Yes! Come here, baby. The rattling Ned. Absolutely. Oh my god. I should just net this thing. Yes! Look at that. This is a little hard hat jig from Catchco, from the people over at Carl's, with a little rattling Ned right there. And the first big smallmouth of the Michigan Send. I'd say about 3.5, maybe 4 pounds. Less than a foot of water in July. That gets me so jacked up. First big smallmouth of the trip. It's like, you make it all the way out here and you get a little nervous, even though this is really our first morning fishing and I haven't really put in much smallmouth time. I've been trolling. You get nervous, like, hey, what if you don't catch a fish? You make it all the way out here, and not that it's really dependent on fish. It's more of the traveling that I'm doing this for, but that just sealed the deal. 4-pound smallmouth. Whatever, 3.5, whatever you want to call it, 2 pounds, whatever. Just what I'm after. Hey, and that's how you tie the absolute worst knot ever. So what we're using here is 8-pound test, 8-pound Googan Squad fluorocarbon leader, 15-pound test braid, and to a little Ned head. That Ned head is brought to you by Carl's Bait and Tackle. Appreciate them sending me these lures and helping sponsor this channel. As you guys know, this fits perfectly with this bait right here. A little waterlogged now because the rain, but this is a rattling Ned. One of my favorite smallmouth baits. One of my favorite bass baits too. Anything that is just subtle. What I mean by subtle is in it doesn't have a big profile. It's a very small finesse bait. And when the fishing's tough or when you're fishing clear water, looks like a little crayfish, looks like a little minnow. You can work it suspended or you can work it on the bottom. Again, rod, we're using a 610 medium. This is a new prototype Googan Squad rod. Let's get another. Fish. Big, freaking giant. I was not even paying attention. I didn't see this fish. Another 3-pounder. Gosh, they fight so hard here. Brett was saying that it's kind of like the ocean out here with how clear the water is and how big it is. It's got such an ocean vibe. But we're in Lake Michigan. Catching beautiful smallmouth. Come here. Come here. I'm gonna let you go. Oh, we got the net now? Look at that. Beautifully keep him right in the water. Oh my gosh. That's insanity. We've caught a tagged fish out here. I want to call and see if, like, where this fish, oh my gosh, that's so cool. I'm going to put him in the live well. Probably about 3 pounds, but if you could tell right there, I got to clean it off. There's some sort of number on there I think that I can call and actually report this fish, see where it came from, see where it was stocked, see if she's been caught this year maybe. Can you read that? Are you supposed to like take this clip off maybe?
I'm unable to take your call right now. Please leave a message. Record your message at the tone.
Hi Tracy, I'm fishing out here on Beaver Island and I just caught a smallmouth bass and it had your number on it. Yeah, I'll take some pictures of the tag. I'm going to keep it in my live well for probably another 10 minutes and then I'll release it. But if you want to give me a call back, not really sure. Just kind of want to maybe know when it was stocked and how big it was. That'd be pretty cool. Thanks so much. So we had to open up the tag a little bit to get the first number. I'm not sure if you're supposed to remove the tag. Probably not. I'm going to leave the tag on there. Obviously, you won't want to remove it. I was just saying, like, you've got to kind of bend the tag open to see what number is. I'm going to bend it back, close it up, back up, get the numbers of what the tag number is, and then release the fish. Obviously, you know, when I was messing around with the tag, kind of out of the water for a little bit, so we want to get this fish back. We want it to be healthy. Okay, and it is tag. Okay, I'd say it's about 2 pounds. Make sure that tag's closed up. Get tags back and closed. What an amazing day. Did not think I'd catch a tagged bass, let alone in the middle of Lake Michigan. If you guys don't know where we're at, we've obviously showed some map shots, but we'll show a map shot right now. We are 40 miles from the nearest shore, which is the Michigan side. We're like 60 miles from Sturgeon Bay, 60 miles from the Wisconsin side, maybe even more, maybe 80 miles. We're in the middle of Lake Michigan on a series of islands catching smallmouth bass. So good. Key is don't pick up the trolling rods because you won't catch anything. We don't have a scale, so we can't measure them, but 15.5 inches long. If my guesstimate were to weigh this thing, I'd say it was 2.6 pounds. Just how chunky he is. Smallmouth are such healthy fish. They pack weight for how big they are. 15.5 inches. Crazy. So we're gonna wait to see if that number calls us back. I did look up online, and supposedly that's part of a Central Michigan kind of university study that they did out here on Beaver Lake. So we'll see if they call me back, see what it's all about, see when that fish was tagged. Like, could you imagine if the fish was like this big and I'm the only person that's caught it? Like, I don't know. It'd be really cool to see. Let's get back to fishing. No way. No way.
Oh, dude, it's a giant. Might be my PB.
That was insanity. I love it.
Yeah.
Look at that thing.
What do you think that is? 3?
Yeah, maybe 3.5,
3
4.
and a half?
Honestly, it could go 4. Wish we had a scale. Probably 3.8, 3.9. What's your biggest smallie?
3 and a half.
That's your biggest smallie.
Sweet.
We don't have a... Oh my gosh, we have no scale. We don't know what this fish is. Oh, cut the music. Oh, it's a giant. Oh my goodness. That scene is gonna be hilarious. We're just out here jamming. Now we got the camera out. Brett's in the back trying to fish, and it's so hard because now it makes me want to just fish, slow down and fish, because I didn't see the last 2 fish. This is a bruiser. That stereo has probably played a bigger part in this mission than anything else. When you're driving in a bass boat, you need to listen to music. Look at this fish. Look at this fish. It's a giant. Oh yes. Oh yes. I'm not sure if that's bigger than the last one. I don't know. I wish I had a scale. I bet you this fish is 3.5, 4 pounds. Nothing too crazy. But then again, a foot of water, can't get over that. How clean the water is. There's no fishing pressure up here, and that's why these fish are shallow and you can catch a giant smallmouth. Like near Sturgeon Bay, there's a lot of fishermen. There's a lot of boats. There was MLF going on, and the fishing was tough. Get out to unpressured waters, giants. These fish are so beautiful. We've just been keeping them in the water, watching them. Hey, I'll let you go. Monster! Absolute giant. Just a slaunch hammer begging giant. So good. Oh my gosh, he looked at him so stupid. He knows. Not really an issue. We're having a great time out here, but trying to find these fish, they're so scattered. The water's so clean, you could see down to 30 feet of water, and we're just like having to cruise and try and cover as much water. But there's definitely some pinching points, some spots where like the rocks come up, there's some current going over them, kind of certain stuff that I'm looking on the map that I'm like, okay, there could be a fish there, kind of fan cast area. But I was just cruising out of a bay, literally on my big motor, and 5-pounder, go walk around, or go loop around, put the trolling motor down, throw out the Ned rig, jig it a couple times, comes up and follows the boat, you know. Just aquarium fish out here. This could be huge. Big small. Absolutely magnum. Just a giant. How's it going? We're just out here smashing big smallmouth. Also, these fish are not spawning by any means. We're just sight fishing for them. The water temp's 72 degrees, so these fish are post-spawn. I don't want to lose this. These fish are way post-spawn. And we're just being... I didn't see that fish. I cast it to a boulder, but they're just kind of hanging on these post-spawn areas. Chris Bula, thanks for the spot, buddy. Okay. Oh, another call. Another call tag. Oh my gosh, this is so sick. Another one. I wonder if it's the same one, same number. It's got to be. That's a little bit bigger fish. Tracy, you didn't call me back. What the heck's going on, Tracy? Out here just sticking all our pets. So these fish have tags in them. There's fish everywhere. Love this place. First fish number was 12034. We're gonna measure this guy and get that boar nice and wet. 19 incher. smallmouth number 4, I believe. Number is 12360. It is a 19-inch smallmouth. My guessing right under 4 pounds. Really wish I brought the scale now just to know, because these are tagged fish. So we've caught 2 tagged fish. First tagged fish was 12034, 15.5 inches, and probably 2.5 pounds. Crazy. Look at that beast go. I was just actually about to switch to a drop shot because it takes a while for this head to get down there. Maybe I need to put a little heavier head on, but using PB&J color, loving it. I'm loving it. They're loving it. Big fish. Oh my gosh! Set the hook way too early. It is insane. It's insane. It's another giant. I have never experienced a smallmouth bite like this. Like, this is insanity. What is going on? This is the one we need. Isn't that? Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.